Hi, and now we continue with chapter 6 of The Joy of Love. We're going to cover the section where Pope Francis talks about preparing engaged couples for marriage. Now, that begins with paragraph 205, but I want to skip to 206 right now, where the Pope talks about the importance of the virtues that need to be included in marriage preparation. The virtues, these are so contrary to today's world. Therefore, it is so important. How well are the virtues catechized to couples who are thinking about getting married? But notice, let me continue here. He says that among these, chastity proves invaluable for the genuine growth of love between persons, but how well do these couples really understand the value of chastity? We live in a world that says chastity is not valuable. Chastity is not a good. It is not something to strive for. It is countercultural for the church to be teaching couples about chastity. The virtues need to be taught. But first of all, he goes on to say that there needs to be the involvement of the entire community more extensively. But how can the entire community, how can the family of families, which is the parish, set a good example to young couples and help with the marriage preparation by being a witness of virtues? How can we do that if we don't have good faith formation for the entire parish? Does your parish have? And if not, how about getting it going? A faith formation program for adults and for families even. There's certainly something can be done with a track for the parents and a track for the kids about virtues. The virtues that make family life healthy and holy and happy. The virtues that make marriage strong as well as holy. There needs to be better faith formation. We need to have a lot more programs and build a lot more awareness and provide teachings more in the parish family. And it goes on to talk about grounding the marriage preparation in the process of Christian initiation, bringing out the connection between marriage, baptism, and the other sacraments. Christian initiation is not just for the kids who are in the First Communion classes or confirmation classes. And it's not just for RCIA as adults come into the church. It's also for marriage and marriage preparation, because they are being initiated into one of the sacraments. But what about tying that into baptism and how the other sacraments help marriage? For example, how does baptism help marriage? How does our being born again through the waters of baptism make us holy and bring us the life of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit to help us in marriage? How does receiving communion, receiving Jesus, who is actually there in communion, how does receiving the Eucharist help us to become like the Eucharist? How does the liturgy that leads up to receiving communion help us to become holier? And how does that help the families become holier? How does that help the couples in marriage preparation prepare better for marriage? How does the sacrament of confession help marriage grow stronger? We need to think about marriage preparation in terms of Christian initiation and not just limit that to RCIA. We need to be thinking about it, how we can provide awareness of how all the sacraments help the sacrament of marriage. What can you do about that? How about just asking your own RCIA director to give a talk or provide one of their team members to give a talk in the marriage preparation program? That's one simple idea. I'm sure you can come up with more. God bless you.